BOK is a historical vocational school that today is home to lots of different types of businesses doing a wide variety of different types of works.
It's home to over 130 tenants and a rooftop bar, rooftop restaurant. While a lot of people know the building only as BOK Bar, I think that perception is changing.
We have everything from a tattoo parlor to a daycare, glass blowers to jewelry makers, a family chiropractor to a all-natural beauty care company.
So it's a really creative environment that I think attracts really creative tenants.
BOK was built as a school where people could learn different types of trades. So people came here to learn everything from the culinary arts to cosmetology to auto mechanics and plumbing. Unfortunately, it was one of 32 schools that closed here in Philadelphia. But our thought was that because this was a place where people were learning trades, there was actually a lot of practical infrastructure here that could be reused. So whether that's a sink or a lot of power or concrete floors, those were all things that could be reused by somebody who actually needed those and would consider those an amenity.
We saw a lot of opportunity in repurposing existing infrastructure of spaces and a lot of interest from people in South Philly and beyond in affordable workspace.
I'm Abigail Milder.
And my name is Jonas. At Milder Office, we design and produce furniture for work and learning environments. We moved in here in May 2016 and then took another 2 spaces the next year.
We first heard about the BOK project in July 2015. At the time, we were working out of the house here in South Philadelphia. And as you may know, South Philadelphia is very much residential.
For us to find an office space or a workspace of considerable size and good access was really difficult.
To find warehouse spaces, you need to go to the rivers, and they're not communities. We're so lucky to have this incredible density of services and art, a lot of creativity, and really this cross-sourcing. It's really special.
Yeah.
75% of businesses are owned by somebody who lives in this neighborhood, who lives in South Philadelphia. 48% of businesses here are women-owned, which is an incredible statistic in a city where I believe our average is 14%. 15% of our businesses are nonprofits. Around 40% of our tenants have grown from their living room, so this is their first shot at trying out a business that perhaps was a hobby business that took over. The idea is that BOK could be a place for everyone and for anyone who really wants to create something. What's amazing is that today we have over 300 people working in this building on a daily basis. And so just within that community, there's a huge amount of collaboration and support between tenants.
There's an energy in the hallways and inside spaces and a curiosity that our tenants have about not just one another, but about the world, I think, that is exciting.
When you bring incredible people together, they'll do incredible things, and giving them space to be able to do that is what's most important.
I love the community at BOK. I really feel that it's friendly, collaborative. This building is almost a one-stop shop for us. There's an architect across the hall, furniture maker downstairs. I could practically design a whole home here, and it's pretty amazing. Where else do you have this kind of concentration of sophisticated, ambitious, talented individuals who are shaping the creative direction of what the city can be?
I think when we saw opportunity here at BOK, we also recognize there's a complex and complicated history there. and story to tell. We're invested in doing our best to honor that history. To the extent possible, we're really trying to stay in touch with the alumni community, welcome them back into the building, and to make sure that educational opportunities are being offered, whether it's through nonprofits here in the building or it's through offering free space to provide free public programming.
The Roots of Happiness Elders Breakfast is a remarkably important, crucial program for Southeast Asian refugee elders who have very limited English proficiency, where they can be who they are and build genuine fellowship with other seniors who are like-minded or share experience. We're a nonprofit organization, so we can't afford a lot. Other organizations may not be able to afford anything. So having space at BOK that's available for those organizations buy a lot of goodwill within the community. Seeing Cambodian American girls empowering in this building, seeing other groups of color that are nonprofit like Laos in the House is really encouraging. We have been finding a home, and having it at BOK, really, I don't think neither Scout nor CMAC knows the potential impact that it will have on the future of what BOK 2.0 will be.
One of the biggest challenges with a building like this is how do you invite people in? Where do you find opportunities for generosity in a structure that was intentionally built to not have any transparency with the outside neighborhood? One of the opportunities that we found was looking at the back of the building, which was the old auto mechanic shop, and it had these loading bays coming into the building, 4 of them. And so we said, all right, well, we already have those 4 doors coming in. How can we create what we call the stage door? So the idea is that you see this huge building, you don't know how to approach it, and you kind of sneak in the back and you start to discover a little bit about what BOK is. We have a coffee shop there, 2 persons coffee. We have a bike repair shop. We have craft fairs, everything from Crafty Balboa to Punk Rock Flea to Made at BOK. We have around 200 events every year, some of which bring in as many as 10,000 people through the doors.
I think one of the most exciting things for me is having seen that come to life and see people from the neighborhood coming in for coffee, which is super exciting and something that was long awaited on our end.
One of the most rewarding things of this entire project has been watching it come to life, and things that at one point were just in our imagination, actually watching them to become a reality has been wildly fulfilling.
We've all poured a lot of literally blood, sweat, and tears into kind of working really hard to lovingly restore this building and bring it back to life, and all the amazing work that's happening in the building. It has a life of its own now. We had grand ideas and visions at the beginning, but weren't sure how it was going to go. So for us to see the hallways kind of come to life, it's incredibly exciting to see, and I'm excited for what's next.